Welcome to West Texas Droning. We're going to do some time to climb tests, so stay tuned. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. As I said, we're going to do some time to climb tests with the Air 3, the Neo, and the Mini 3. And this is the day after it was 111 degrees. The next day was delightful, so we went out and did some more flying around. And as you can see, this is not bad. It did not rain as it forecasted. The winds above 60 feet did get a little high, but even before 11 a.m. You'll see that on the Neo test flight. But let's start off with the Air 3 time to climb test. And the conditions of the test were we did an automatic takeoff, we went to sport mode, and then we pointed the gimbal straight down, and after it was stabilized, we did the full climb with the stick as fast as it would go. This is the Air 3. There's some max altitude there, and then we're going to do a return to home. Now, bear in mind that on this launch, we did not go up to the 21 feet and hover for a minute to set up for the precision landing. So this was off a little bit. I caught it before it touched down and moved it over to the pad. And there's the Air 3 test. Now let's do the Mini 3. This is the same parameters, automatic launch, sport mode, gimbal pointed straight down, and then max climb. And we made it to max altitude, and we're going to do the old return to home with the Mini 3. And the Mini 3 actually did a little bit better job on the return to home landing than the Air 3 did. So there's the Mini 3. Now we'll do the Neo test. Now the Neo, I was using the RC-N2 controller with my iPhone as the video. So it was a little clumsier. I don't think that controller's anywhere as good as the RC2 controller. But it took so long to try to get it to link or pair with the RC2 controller. I just used the RCN2 controller. And you see the winds are starting to create a little havoc with the Neo as it gets up in altitude. But in spite of the winds, the Neo did manage to get up to its max altitude. However, I did not do a return to home, I just did a manual landing with it. And it acted a little squirrely down toward the end, you'll see that, and I'm not sure if that was pilot error or the RCN2 controller just not being the same controller that the RC2 is. And here's where it gets a little weird and about 100 feet up. And I don't know why it was doing this. At any rate, manage, and I don't know why it says max altitude reached right there at 14 feet. Figure that out. So there's that. Now let's just do a flight. And this is just a little bit after that. A little farther down the road there, we went down in the draw. About where the UFO crashed there at Fur Hopper Ranch. And we're going to get airborne and we're going to do a droney. And then we're going to have some fun flying around. There's our 21 feet for precision landing. Over there a minute. There's our droney up and away. It was a nice day to fly. Cool temperatures, light winds, no sun to fight. Pretty nice after that 111-day temperature we had. 111-degree temperature day we had. This is kind of fun exploring these rim rocks. I did a later mission and I took off with the camera in the telephoto mode, 3x mode, and flew it around, and it didn't turn out quite like I wanted it. It was kind of awkward flying it in the telephoto mode, but you got some good zoom ins that way. But the experiment was to see if I could fly along these rim rocks, and some of them have caves and other stuff going on. and just use the drone to do some exploring and without having to climb up the side of the mountain. Getting braver and braver here with all these low passes. Of course, it is an Air 3. It has obstacle avoidance, supposedly. But I don't know if I trust it 100% yet. I didn't put the controller in FPV mode this time. I didn't know if it was making people airsick or not. I got some company up there, you can see. A drone is a great thing to have to be able to do surveillance and looking around on a place like this. There's a new fence line that just went in. And toward the end here of the video, what we're going to do is climb to max altitude and go out to max distance, and then we'll do a return to home. We're at our max altitude. We'll fly out a little bit, about 1,500, 1,600 feet is where I call this max distance, and we'll just do a return to home and see how it works out. And there we are. Anyway, here is the results for the time to climb tests on the 3 drones. The DJI Air 3 made the climb to 400 feet in just 14 seconds. That's a climb speed of 22 miles an hour, a climb rate of 1,936 feet per minute. The DJI Mini 3 was 25 seconds to climb to 400 feet. And that's 11 miles an hour and 968 feet per minute rate of climb. And then the DJI Neo 1, it was 40 seconds to get to 400 feet. And that speed was 6.7 miles an hour at a climb rate of 590 feet per minute. There's a big difference between the 3 drones there, isn't there? Anyway, appreciate you stopping by. And we've got an update on the FPV, circular FPV filter that we put on the Neo, and it did not cause any issues on boot up with it being installed. If you boot it up and then add the filter on the front of the gimbal, you do get an error message that goes away in a few minutes, but I'm just going to update that. In the meantime, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. We ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell, click the up yours. We appreciate your support. May God bless. We'll see you later.